Whilst we're not getting Wu Yang, the new hero joining the roster in Season 18, for another few weeks, I decided, hey, let's talk about his recently leaked kit, since his playtest weekend is coming up fairly soon. Now, take everything I say in this video with a grain of salt. We're talking about a leak here, so things are still somewhat subject to change before the playtest and obviously his full release in Season 18. We might find that he's too strong or too weak and needs changes here and there to make him a viable pick in high-end team comps. For the most part, things are probably set in stone because, well, it'd be hard to change a lot in a matter of weeks, but that doesn't rule out changes entirely. So, what's his kit like? Well, it's kinda strange. He's a staff hero, but unlike Mercy, he can fire damaging orbs from it, which sound like they work in a similar way to Symmetra's secondary fire. His secondary puts passive healing on a hero like Zen's Orb of Harmony, but he can keep secondary held to full beam his teammates like Moira. Yeah, for the most part, he's just the Frankenstein's monster of the support role, being built up of other heroes' abilities. Ability 1 is called Guardian Wave. Send a water wave forward that increases the amount of healing received by allies and knocks back enemies. If you played Rivals, this sounds kinda similar to Cloak and Dagger's healing window that she projects onto allies to heal them. Ability 2 is called Rushing Torrent. Ride water to move faster and jump higher. This kinda sounds similar to Moira's Fade, but I think it'll work a bit differently. It sounds interesting though. His ult is called Tidal Blast. Protect an ally or yourself with water that detonates after a short duration. The explosion knocks down enemies and massively heals the host target. So, in short, it's the love child of Rhine Shatter and Diva Bomb that heals whoever it's casted on. I'm not too sure about this, it seems kinda crap. I guess it depends how long the enemy is stunned for. If it's a similar duration to Shatter, then I think it could potentially work really well. The only problem is if the team is playing something like Ryan, Cass, Ana, and now Wu Yang, then they have the potential to stun lock an entire fight. Now, let's talk about his perks.
Perks!
His minor perks are called Overflow and Even Flow. Overflow allows him to gain 10 ammo and 33% healing resource when Rushing Torrent is active. Even Flow is very weird, making it so that Guardian Wave rewinds to its starting location, dealing 50% reduced damage whilst rewinding. I think it's kind of obvious which one of these two perks you should take because, I mean, look at Even Flow, man, it's so stupid and gimmicky, but it works a charm. Not only is the healing output going to be insane if the boost gets reapplied to teammates when it recalls, but the damage output could be downright lethal. Onto his major perks, Balance and Falling Rain. Balance makes Restorative Stream's passive healing increased by 40% for 2 seconds when you deal damage with water orbs. Falling Rain makes it so that your primary fires 3 damaging orbs at a time, with the trade-off being that they deal 60% decreased damage and have 25% decreased explosion radius. Again, it's kind of obvious which one you should take here. Falling Rain doesn't really seem all that good because the trade-offs are pretty egregious, so I'll probably take Balance to up my healing output off back of dealing damage. We don't know how big his projectiles are or how much healing and damage he does in the first place, so if it turns out that his damage output isn't that bad, then there could be a possibility for Falling Rain to be favoured pick amongst Wu Yang players. But that just about does it for Wu Yang's kit and ultimately this video. Whilst he has a movement ability, he doesn't seem like a massively movement-based support like we initially thought. He's just a support with a movement ability that lets him get out of sticky situations, which is always great when the enemy team is playing something like Dive or Rush. Like I said towards the start of the video, he seems like a Frankenstein's monster of the support role, having very clear influences from a fair few heroes on the roster. Is this a bad thing? Not really. Does it scream that Blizzard are getting lazy with their character designs? A little bit, but the game has 42 heroes with Wu Yang being the 43rd. It's still crazy to me how big the game actually is in terms of content. We truly take it for granted sometimes. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video as it lets me know that you've enjoyed it and you want to see more. Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure you check out some of my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.